Well, welcome to our debate. Today I will be your moderator. Please be respectful, avoid interrupting others, and let's start with the proposition. The proposition goes: the coronavirus pandemic has had a positive effect on society and the environment in Mexico. Please, the team defending the initial proposition may present themselves briefly and their stand first. Each team has 2 minutes to do this. Please start.
Hello, my name is Beatrice and my teammate's name is Emmanuel, and we are in favor. COVID-19 has helped society by giving us the opportunity to change our daily routines and start taking better care of ourselves. It also gave us a perfect chance to reduce usage of cars and in consequence reducing pollution on the air we breathe. Our lives now change from a face-to-face interaction with an online way. This gives us the opportunity to get to know people from all around the world and have more time with our loved ones and experiment and create new positive changes in our lives, such as doing more exercise, more hygiene, and having healthier habits. As a society, we have learned many things. For example, that we need to be more careful about our personal hygiene and caring for other situations, not only for ourselves. This pandemic has had a positive impact on many people that used to have many bad daily habits, such as not caring for their hygiene, alimentation, or the places they were visiting, making us now to care more about these aspects and even defining and changing our priorities when leaving our houses, reducing movement of people, the creation of new ways of doing things, and most importantly, the way we will see the world from now on. As were telling, this virus has not only helped humans, but it has had an important impact on the reproduction of many animals and plants because of the decrease of noise levels. Many endangered species had found better conditions for reproduction, and many other species have found suitable moving seasons because of lower air traffic. This is proving us again that nature is still fighting up against our pollution and inspires new changes in our routines that we indeed hope to maintain even after the pandemic for the best of us and the upcoming generations.
Excellent. Please respect the times as we are going to continue. We have the next team. Please start your team line.
Hello, my name is Mauricio and my teammate is Diego. We are against the idea that coronavirus has had a positive impact to the Mexican society and environment. In reality, the coronavirus has had an awful impact in Mexican environment and society. There's no doubt about it. You just have to look to the people surrounding you to notice all the problems that it has caused. According to a study carried out by the Programa Universitario de Estudios de Desarrollo, an organism of the UNAM, as a consequence of the pandemic, more than 10 million of Mexicans will enter poverty this year. This means that many people will be losing their homes and struggling with all the social issues that this carries out as a consequence. As a matter of fact, more than 25% of private schools kept closed and the gender violence has reached its highest peak, a major setback to the Mexican education and the fight for gender equality. Adding to these problems, we just can't ignore the fact that during this quarantine, there has been a massive increase in mental health issues, such as double depression, stress, and anxiety, just to name a few. All of these problems, combined with an almost non-existent economic support from the government, are the perfect formula for a nationwide catastrophe. The whole country is at risk, especially those people that belong to the vulnerable sector. And all of this without ignoring just a little fact, that the virus kills. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. As both teams have said their team lines, we will proceed now to the second stage of the debate. That will be the rebuttals. Each team has 2 minutes for making a rebuttal, and we will start with the team in favor. Team in favor, you have 2 minutes.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel, and I'll say the first argument. thanks for the health recommendations of staying inside and only going out for essential things, the production of pollution gas like carbon dioxide from cars and planets has decreased considerably, up to 34% carbon monoxide and 27% nitrogen oxides in Mexico City, and up to 30% nitrogen oxides in Guadalajara. And NASA, and as NASA said, this pandemic has made the planet greener than it was 20 years ago. Thanks.
That will be all the rebuttal, Emmanuel?
No.
Okay, you have 1 minute to go.
That was our first rebuttal.
Okay, I asked Emmanuel if he was done and he said no. Okay, I will stop time. Now, team against, you have 2 minutes for the next rebuttal. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Diego, and for our first rebuttal, we have that, yeah, levels of pollution have decreased these times, but this is completely temporal. Because when we return gradually, we will pollute way more because we will want to recover all the economy, productions, and job we lose. So we can say this is a real progress because this will be even worse in a few months. Also, the pandemic has completely paralyzed many current projects that develop green energies, many of which they completely shut down due to a lack of investments and loss of jobs. So we can't expect anything positive in long terms. That's it for our first rebuttal.
Perfect. I encourage you to use all the time as you have 2 minutes. Okay, theme in favor, you're next.
Okay. Thanks to the pandemic and the development of the virus nowadays, as society, we had learned that hygiene is a vital ability for surviving. And all the cleaning and disinfecting habits that made us follow in order to avoid getting the virus will still remain and make us cleaner and a more caring society for hygiene and health responsibility matters. And as the expert Java Land said, we will likely never live through a period again where people don't wonder about when the next pandemic could hit. We must change and prepare ourselves. This said, we can tell you that we as a society have to change and we will need to remain taking care of everything we touch and to take care of cleaning everything we use and where we go.
Perfect, team. Okay, we'll now continue to the next team. Please, you have 2 minutes. Try using them.
All right. So I completely agree that now we have the opportunity to speak with people all around the world. But this doesn't mean that it is better than to speak with people that is in front of you. Also, you said that we need to be more careful about our personal hygiene and caring for other situations. But in reality, what I am seeing with this pandemic is that people are trying to have a better hygiene, but in reality, they don't really have the opportunity to have the time to care about themselves. I see a lot of people that are suffering from anxiety and depression, that they really are very, very, very immersed on trying to live by the day. They have so much things on their head that they are really interested in just getting out of any place and just to have a better life. That's my argument.
Okay, team, we will now go back to the other one. You have 2 minutes too. Feel free to talk. If the other team has not another rebuttal, the team against can continue and make another one. You have 2 minutes.
My teammate Emmanuel will say our last argument.
Ah, okay. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Sorry. Um, our third argument is you said about the environment and respect the jobs such as Matt Bird and Rebecca Endicott wrote on the Wall Street Journal, the traditional office was already fading into obsolescence. The coronavirus pandemic radically sped up the timeline. The pandemic made many office businesses and hush companies undergone a digital transformation that has created many advantages on consumers and workers, making traditional techs different, even more efficient in some cases, and bringing economical and social benefits for both parts, such as more viability of products and services or lower prices because of lower maintenance costs.
Adding to what my teammate said, these digital changes have made us have more time. So we actually do have time to clean better our stuff and we can take the time to clean everything we touch. So we reduce the opportunities or the percentage of us and other people getting this virus.
Okay, perfect team. Now we will go on the last rebuttal from the team that is against. Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Sorry. All right. Sure. A lot of technological enterprises are thriving on this pandemic. For example, Zoom is a perfect example of how they're getting money. But we have to look at the big picture here. A lot of businesses are closing. People are losing their jobs. And with that, the whole world crashed because nobody can live without money. Many people are unable to pay their rent. Others are unable to have food to eat. The truth is that the majority of people are suffering from this, and there's no way to help them because there really is no way to go out and help people because we have to be social distancing. Pandemic has had an awful impact in Mexican society, and we have to acknowledge that. Diego?
Yeah, adding to what you said, I accept that there are a lot of businesses switching to online marketing and products, but there are way many others that can't afford that. Go to any downtown of any other city, and there are a lot of businesses closed because they can't afford paying rent without any sales or products. So I think that's a really negative impact to the economy of the whole country and the whole world.
Okay, team. That will be ending our second stage from the debate. Thank you both of you for your perspectives. Now we will go and continue to the third stage. This will be the questions. Now I will give you 1 minute to prepare. I will send you to breakout rooms in order for you preparing the questions and answers for you. The team in favor will start when we come back up. So I will give you 1 minute for you preparing your questions. Let me just get the breakout rooms ready. Okay, the breakout rooms are now open. I will see you back in 1 minute. No puede ser. No. Okay. Perfect. Now we have the team against here. We'll be waiting for the other team to arrive. Okay, team, we now. Oh, we're waiting for Emmanuel. Okay. Okay, now that both teams are complete and we're back, we will start the third stage, as I was mentioning earlier, that are the questions. Please, the team in favor, you're clear to ask your questions to the other team. You have 1 minute for questions, and the other team has 1 minute for answers. You can go.
Okay, our first question is, do you think that this pandemic has taken time from us so we cannot take care of ourselves and we cannot have a better hygiene because of the time? Or do you think it has actually given us more time so we can take better care of ourselves and have better, well, healthier habits in our daily lives?
I can answer that.
Go ahead.
So by this, I mean that as people, we are very susceptible to the environment that we are in. By this, what I'm trying to say is that the situation is really stressful and gives anxiety to a lot of people. What does this mean? This means that people are really not caring about that because for them, they live in a constant situation. They live in a loop. This means that they just become really stressed where they are. So they stop thinking about how they look because they experience feelings that don't really help those don't really help them to to improve themselves. I can put an example that I know a lot of people that are really struggling with staying at home, and they really are longing for the days that they were able to go out with friends or just go to work. It is true that maybe it is easier just to get out of bed and go to the laptop, but is it really the life that you want to experience? We as humans, we are social beings, and we have to experience what it is to go outside. But of course, we have to wait until the situation is better. That's my answer.
Okay, please everyone take care about the times. We need to respect them. Uh, i- this is the second warning. When you pass the respective time, I will just stop you by interrupting you. So please be aware of that. Okay, now we have the team against that is now able to ask questions to the team in favor. The same rules: 1 minute for questions and 1 minute for answers. You can go.
Do you think that the losses of billions of dollars are worth staying at home? Or do you think the what we are living now and the people who we are losing is worth the crashing down of the whole economy? This will take years to recover. We will have serious issues trying to live like we were living before this. What do you think?
Well, what we think is that losing billions of dollars is no match to losing billions of people. We think that that's a better way to compare this, because what this is that we have to take better care of ourselves so we can keep living and so we don't lose any family and friends. And I think that people actually think that's better not losing their families than losing their money. That's what I have to say.
Okay, perfect. We now have ended the third stage. That was the question stage. We'll now proceed to go and start the fourth stage. That will be the conclusion of this debate. In order, as the same thing in the third stage, you will now have 1 minute to prepare your conclusion. When we come back from breakout rooms, the team in favor will start presenting its conclusion, and you have maximum 2 minutes for presenting it. Uh, let's go to breakout rooms then. Okay, now we're now waiting for only one. Okay, perfect. We're now complete. Okay, let's go and start with the team in favor presenting its conclusion. You have 2 minutes.
Okay. What we think our conclusion can be is that we are still in favor of the positive effects of coronavirus in the environment and the society, because all of what it has given us is opportunities to take better care of ourselves and our environment, so future generations can have what we all have seen, so they can have all the beautiful sceneries that we have visited, and that we have seen in movies and in postcards, and that we know they are there right now. And we think this has given an opportunity to our government so they can take better care of the society that they're ruling, so they can make better decisions, and they can help us build a better society and take care of everything, so we can live longer and we can have a healthier and a better life. So yeah, that's what we have to say. We're still in favor, and we think that there will be more positive effects because of coronavirus.
Perfect. You still have almost 30 seconds. You want to use them, or you will go and conclude with the team against.
It's okay.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now the team against present its conclusion.
All right. So when talking about such a serious topic as this pandemic, we have to be really objective with what we believe. We must be aware of the impact that the pandemic has had on companies that develop greener technologies for the planet. A vast majority of them has gone bankrupt, and it has become a major setback on improving the environmental situation in the planet. This is really nothing good for us. Also, as my teammate Diego wants to say,
Yeah, well, in conclusion, we can't say that this is a positive thing because mental health has crashed down. Suicide levels has increased a lot. Also, the benefits you mentioned about that we're having pollution and all that things are temporarily. So that's not like a really good point because yeah, it's temporarily, and we're expecting that when we recover all this, it will be worse than it was before.
so
Also, a lot of businesses are closing. If you go to any store, it will be closed in the downtown because there are a lot of people, a lot of business that could afford going online, but there are way many others that couldn't. That's it.
people are dying, the economy is crashing down, suicides grew a lot, and the mental health is really bad. This is nothing that will last forever, but we must do our best just to help people that is in need. Thank you.
Okay, this will conclude our debate. I really appreciate both teams having their ideas well organized and respecting the times. Okay, this will be it. And thank you very much all for your opinions. I'm sure this will be a really interesting information so we can change together the world. This will be it. Thank you for your assistance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.